Hi everyone, this is Monica. Welcome back to my Bible journaling channel. I'm excited to share with you what I created in my journaling Bible today. Today I jumped over to the book of 1 John, chapter 4. He says, "So we have come to know and to believe the love God has for us. God is love, and whoever abides in love abides in God, and God abides in him. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear." I did some sketching ahead of time on my page, and I'm going in with my PITT artist pen, a very fine-tipped black pen that does not bleed through the page. And I'm just tracing my pencil marks in my sketch. One of the main things that I wanted to come across in this entry in my journaling Bible was just the power that there is in perfect love. And so that's why I've drawn it in this exploding bubble. I'm calling it my POW bubble because it reminds me of a comic book where the good guys are conquering the bad guys and you see words like pow, bam, smack in these POW bubbles. So that's my perfect love POW bubble toward the top. Down below I have the letters that make up the word fear, and you can see that they have crumbled, they are broken, they have toppled over, they are out of order, their power has been stripped away, and that's some of the symbolism behind this that I was hoping would come through. I'm starting out with my Crayola Twistable colored pencils. You guys, these are just the simple colored pencils that my kids use as well. And I'm picking out 3 different shades of pink to create somewhat of an ombre effect on the word love. I felt like what better color to use on love than pink, but I wanted to add a bit of a grown-up flair to it, so I'm using a light color, a medium color, and then a very deep, darker pink toward the bottom. Just filling in with the darkest and then fading and blending up. Next I'm going around the edges of my POW bubble with this light purple, and I'm pressing the hardest around the edge to give it a bit of dimension, and then fading in with a lighter hand toward the middle. I decided for the upper portion of my POW bubble where the word perfect is, I wanted to transition to an orange glowing color. So using a similar technique, making use of 3 different oranges, I went in with a little bit of the light color first to blend down into the purple, and then going in with darker colors around the edges, heavier hands along the edge, lighter hand toward the center, just to add some dimension. I then selected some colors for the FEAR down below, and I designed these sort of like blocks, and if you think of them as a cube, right now I'm adding the darkest shadow to the face of the cube that's facing the bottom right corner of my page. And then going back in with a lighter hand and doing kind of a medium black on the faces of the blocks that are facing the bottom left. And finally the lightest along the top of the letters. This adds good dimension. It's a simple way to establish a light source in whatever you're drawing. Adding some brown on there to show that these letters may have been laying around for quite some time. They're old, they're in the dirt, they are covered in dust, they lay in ruins. And I really believe that that is God's will for our lives, that fear would lack any power over us in our thought processes, in our decision making, in the steps that we choose to take, the direction we choose to go, that fear would just be dead to us. I'm going back in with the black and adding some shadows in between letters, to the right of where the letters are laying, just again to establish that my light source is coming from the left. I'm now prepping for some watercolor work here. I wanted to just splash some color on the page. You can see I'm getting my page pretty wet, and Bible pages can actually sustain this treatment quite well, you'll see. And then I'm just kind of plopping in little bits of this lighter blue color. And basically, wherever my water is where the color is going to go. Wherever my water is not, the blue will not bleed into. So the work I've already done in colored pencil is really safe. This color is only spreading where my paper is wet. When I was happy with the wash of blue that I had added to the page, I put some warm heat on it from a distance to help everything dry out. And then I started looking for some grays to use as shadows. Using a light gray to go over the words casts out. And then my darker gray I'm using as a shadow on that POW bubble. And again, establishing that my light source is coming from the left, the shadowing is going to the right. Also coming in to add some boldness around the word love, since that is the special feature of today's page. I simply added my date and finished up the page, and there you have it. Let's take a peek at the back. You can see that there's some shadowing and ghosting, but absolutely no bleeding. That page will be ready for a different entry when the time comes. Thank you so much for watching today. You can support me and this channel by subscribing. Click on the red subscribe button below so you can see more videos like this one. In the description box below, you will also find links to playlists which include other videos on my channel. You'll also find a link to my Facebook group. I'd be happy to have you join me on this journey. Please take time to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, comment below with your thoughts and questions, and please dive into the living Word of God. It's amazing. Have a wonderful day.